Hello students, good morning. In the last class we discussed the concept of Doppler effect in sound in different cases. In today's class I am going to continue the same topic and then I am going to solve some problems on the Doppler effect concept. Now let us continue the class, and today the Doppler effect, that is apparent frequency when source and observer are moving with same speed, towards a wall. This is the heading of the concept. So, finding apparent frequency when source and observer are moving with the same speed towards a wall. Now, let us draw a diagram. So, this is the wall, and this is a source. So, let me take the sound source as a car. This is a car which producing the horn sound. Let the speed of the source is Vs. Of course, the driver of the car is observer in this case. So, this source is moving towards the wall with a speed Vs. It is producing a frequency f naught. Actual frequency of sound produced by the source is f naught. And now in the first step, so I will explain this in two steps. In the first step, let us assume the wall as a stationary observer. So, who will receive this frequency from a moving source. That means you can use observer at rest in the first case. So, in the step 1, treat the wall as stationary observer. Now, treating the wall as the stationary observer, let us find out the frequency received by the wall from this moving source. So, here source is moving towards the stationary observer. So, the frequency received by the wall is given by, let us say, f1, that is equals to actual frequency f naught into, so source is moving towards the observer. So, the frequency is given by V divided by V minus Vs. So, this is equation 1. Okay. So, this is the frequency that received at the wall. That means this frequency will be reflected back. So, now this wall will act like a source of frequency f1. So, the source of frequency f1. Now, observer is, so in the second step, so let me take the other step. So, in the second step, so what we have to do is that is the wall is a source of frequency f1. So, now the sound is moving in this direction. So, whose frequency is f1, and observer is moving towards the source. That means here the observer is nothing but the driver of this car. So, now you can take the frequency received by the apparent frequency received by the driver of that car, that is actual observer. So, that frequency, let us take it as f2. So, this f2 is given by the that is observer is moving towards the stationary source. So, now in the second step we have to deal this wall as a stationary source which is producing a frequency of f1, that is reflected sound frequency. Now, taking that into consideration, so actual frequency of sound in the second step is f1. So, here observer is moving towards the source. So, the relative speed with which observer receives the waves is, so V minus of minus Vs. So, it will be V plus Vs. So, V plus Vs divided by V. So, this is the frequency received by the actual observer from the reflected sound. So, now Using the equation 1 in 2, you will get the final apparent frequency F2 as, so substituting F1 value, it is F naught into V divided by V minus Vs into, so into V plus Vs by V. So, this is the equation, that is the final apparent frequency value. Now, let us simplify it. So, that is F2 is equal to F naught into, so I can write, let me write once again. So, V F naught into V divided by V minus Vs into V plus Vs divided by V. So, here V get cancels, therefore, F naught into V plus Vs divided by V minus Vs is the apparent frequency heard by the observer who is moving along with the source. That means, generally the car problem will be asked. So, a car is moving towards a stationary wall, and the questions may be about how many number of beats heard by the driver, or what is the apparent frequency heard by the driver, like that. This kind of questions generally will be asked based on this topic. So, remember, and this is the apparent frequency formula in this case. So, F naught into, F naught is actual frequency of sound, and V is the speed of sound in air, and Vs is speed of the car or speed of the source of the sound. So, remember, we deal this problem in two steps. For in the first step, I took the wall as a stationary observer, and I find the frequency received by the wall, and this frequency will be reflecting back. So, in the second step, I took the wall as a stationary source, and again I find the frequency heard by the observer who is moving towards the wall. So, that is the second step. Using combining 1 and 2, you will get the final frequency. So, this is the method which is very important. Now, let us calculate number of beats heard by the observer. So, in this case, the observer is observing two frequencies. One frequency is the frequency produced by the source itself. So, that means actual frequency, and the frequency which is received due to Doppler effect, that is the F2. So, two frequencies he is hearing. So, due to different frequencies, so you may hear some number of beats. So, now let us calculate that beat frequency. So, we know that beat frequency is given by delta f. Let us say delta f is a beat frequency, that is number of beats per second heard by the observer. So, that delta f is equals to let us take the difference. So, F2 minus F naught. So, F2 minus F naught. So, where F2 value we calculate it as F naught into V plus Vs divided by V minus Vs minus F naught. Now, simplifying this. So, taking F naught common. So, F naught into V plus Vs divided by V minus Vs minus 1. So, simplifying this, we will get the required beat frequency. So, that is F naught into, so cross multiplication. So, V plus Vs minus V. So, minus into minus plus Vs divided by V minus Vs. So, simplifying this, you will get so minus V plus V get cancelled. So, Vs plus Vs 2 Vs. So, it will be 2 Vs into F divided by V minus Vs is the required beat frequency. So, this is the required value of beat frequency. So, these are the two formulas which are useful in this particular concept, that is apparent frequency received by the observer, and the beats heard, number of beats per second heard by the observer. So, this is the concept. So, this is what the Doppler effect in different cases. Now, let us discuss some example problems on this Doppler effect. Okay. Yeah, the first question is, question is, a railway engine moving with a speed of 60 meter per second passes in front of a stationary listener the ratio of the received frequency of the whistle, so the real frequency of the whistle is 400 Hz. Calculate the apparent frequency heard by the listener in two cases, that is so given data, let me write on the board. So first the speed of the source is 60 meter per second. So in this case the source is railway engine, it is moving with a speed of 60 meter per second in front of a stationary observer, and its real frequency, so actual frequency is 400 Hz. So we have to calculate the apparent frequency in two cases. So that means let this, here is the observer who is standing and the railway engine is passing in front of him. So when the engine is approaching, we have to calculate one frequency. When the engine is moving away from him, we have to calculate another frequency. So two frequencies we have to calculate. That means in this problem is the calculation of apparent frequency when source is moving towards the stationary observer, so his speed is 0, and the other one is calculating frequency when source is moving away from the observer. So now let us do one by one. The first one is source moving towards the stationary observer. So in that case the apparent frequency f1 is given by f0. So there is f actual frequency into v divided by v minus vs. So this is the formula. Now substituting the values, you will get the answer. So v value, that is speed of sound in air, is given as 340 meters per second. Now substituting the values, you will get it. So that is f value 400 Hz, that is real frequency of the source, 400 into 340 divided by 340 minus so speed of the source is 60 minus 60. So that is what the substitution. Now simplifying this, so 400 into 340 divided by 340 minus 60, it will be some 280. So we can simplify this. This will give you the value around 485 Hz, that is the frequency, apparent frequency when source is moving towards the stationary observer. First problem. Now second problem is the apparent frequency when source is moving away from the observer, that is frequency f2 is equals to f into v divided by v plus vs, because the source is moving away in the second case. So v divided by v plus vs is the apparent frequency formula. Now substituting the values, so it is 400 into, so 340 divided by 340 plus vs value 60. So it is 400 into 340 divided by 340 plus 60, 400. So 400 will get cancelled. The frequency value is 340 Hz, that is the apparent frequency in the second case when source is moving away from the stationary observer. So in this case you can see the apparent frequency increasing when source is moving towards, and in this case the apparent frequency is less than the actual frequency. That is what the Doppler effect means. Now let us do one more problem. Next question is, when a train approaching the observer, when a train is approaching the observer, the frequency of the whistle is 100 cps. When train approaching the observer, let that frequency is 100 cps, that is cycles per second. When it is passed the observer, the frequency is 50 cps, that means when it is moving away from the observer, the frequency is 50 cps. Then the question is, calculate the frequency when the observer moves with the train. Calculate the frequency when the observer is moving along with the train. That means the actual frequency of the source we have to calculate. Now let us do this problem. So this is the frequency when a train is moving towards the observer. So let us similar problem. So let the source is moving towards the observer who is at rest, V0 is equal to 0, and in the second case, so this frequency is given that is 100 CPS, that is 100 cycles per second, and in the second frequency is the frequency when source is moving away from the observer, that is F2. F2 is equals to 50 CPS. Now, what we have to calculate is the frequency of the source, the actual real frequency of the source we have to calculate. So, that he mentioned as the frequency when the observer is moving along with the train. So, that is the question. That means when observer is inside the train, he receives the frequency which is really produced by the train. So, that is what the question. So, here we have to find the actual frequency of the source. Now, let us use the formula for frequency when source is approaching the stationary observer, that is the F1 is equals to F into V divided by V minus Vs, and then F2 is equals to F into V divided by V plus Vs. So, we have to calculate the frequency value, frequency F value. Now, let us take the substitute the values, given values, that is F1 is 100, 100 is equals to F into V divided by V minus Vs, and other frequency 50, that is equals to F into V divided by V plus Vs. Okay. Now, taking the ratio of these two equations, so left hand side you will get 100 by 50, that is equal to 2, and right hand side F will get cancelled. So, that means let me write it once, Fv divided by V minus Vs divided by Fv divided by V plus Vs. So, Fv will get cancelled. So, you can find this as 1 by V minus Vs divided by 1 by V plus Vs. So, it will be V plus Vs divided by V minus Vs. Now, get the value of Vs and then you can find the frequency. Then cross multiplying, so 2V minus 2Vs is equal to V plus Vs. So, from this you can find the speed of the source in terms of V. So, here this minus 2Vs becomes plus 2Vs. So, 2Vs plus Vs 3Vs, and 2V minus V it is V. So, this is a V equal to 3Vs. Now, use this value in any one equation, you will get the required value of frequency. Now, let us substitute this value in equation 1 and let us get the value of real frequency of the source, that is 100 is equal to F into V value 3Vs divided by 3Vs minus Vs. So, it will be F into, so 3Vs divided by 3 minus 1, that is 2Vs. So, it will be 3 by 2 F. So, therefore, F is equal to 2 into 100 divided by 3, that is 200 divided by 3 CPS. This is the answer for this problem. So, like this you can find. So, there can be two types of questions based on this. So, they may ask the question about the speed of source in terms of speed of sound. So, that is what I calculated in the first part. So, V is equal to 3Vs, and using this value you can find the real frequency of the source. So, two questions they can ask in this particular problem. So, there is the speed of the source, so which can be Vs is equals to V by 3. So, if V value is given some 330 by 3, it will be the speed of the source. So, similarly you can find out the real frequency of the source which is producing actually, that is Doppler effect. Okay, that is it. So, next problem is, now let us discuss one more problem. Yeah, next problem is two tuning forks with a natural frequency of 340 Hz each. So, actual frequency is 340 Hz. 340 Hz each move relative to a stationary observer. One fork moves away from the observer while the other moves towards him at the same speed. The observer hears beats of frequency 3 Hz. So, here beat frequency is given, that is 3 Hz. find the speed of tuning fork. Find the speed of tuning fork. Given speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second. This is the given value. So, there are two tuning forks. So, here let me draw a relevant diagram. So, one tuning fork, so the frequency of each tuning fork is, so let me take it as a source of sound. Tuning fork 1, T1 is moving towards the observer who is at rest. So, V naught is equal to 0, and take T1, the tuning fork 1 whose frequency is 340 Hertz is moving towards the observer, and the other one moving away from the observer. So, this is T2 of same frequency 340 Hertz moving away from the observer. So, when this observer at rest listen these two sounds, so because of Doppler effect he is observing 3 beats per second. So, if they are producing 3 beats per second, what is the speed of the tuning fork? That is the question. That means here Vs value we have to find. Remember, both the tuning forks are moving with same speed. One is moving towards the observer, the other one is moving away from the observer with the same speed. So, we have to find this Vs value, that is speed of the source we have to find. Now, let us do this problem. It is related to beats. Now, first same concept. So, as the source is moving towards the observer, so let that frequency f1, let me take it as f1, that frequency is, so actual frequency into V divided by V minus Vs. Okay. Now, substituting the given values, that is f value 340 Hertz into V value 340 meter per second divided by 340 minus Vs. This is first frequency, that is when the source is moving towards the observer, first tuning fork moving towards the observer. So, he hears the operant frequency given by this value 340 into 340 divided by 340 minus Vs. So, this Vs value we have to calculate by using the given condition. So, next when the second tuning fork is moving away from the observer, now the apparent frequency is given by f2 is equals to, that is 340 into 340 divided by 340 plus Vs. Okay, this is another equation. So, they are producing 3 beats per second, that is beat frequency is given. Now, taking the difference and equate it to 3, you will get the required value. So, now let us do it. So, that is beat frequency between these two frequencies heard by the observer is Fb is equal to f1 minus f2, f1 minus f2. So, now let me write the value f1. So, f1 is equals to f into, so let me take the symbols form of the equation. So, f into V divided by V minus Vs minus of f into V divided by V plus Vs, this is equal to 3. Now, solving this for Vs, you will get the required answer. Now, let us do it. Now, solving this, so let us write here. So, 3 is equal to, so taking Fv common, take Fv common and Fv into 1 by V minus Vs minus 1 by V plus Vs. So, here Fv into, so taking LCM you will get V square minus, so V minus Vs into V plus Vs. So, here V plus Vs minus V plus Vs. So, minus V plus V get cancelled, you will get 3 is equals to Fv into 2 Vs divided by V square minus Vs square. So, this is the equation. So, from this equation substituting the given values, you can get the required value of speed of source. So, now let us find it. So, F value 340 and V value again 340. So, into 2 Vs divided by, so V value 340 square minus Vs square, that is equals to 3. So, solving this you will get the speed of now. So, this is the equation we arrived. So, now from this equation we have to find out the speed of source, that is Vs value. So, here generally Vs will be very less than this V, that is speed of sound in air. Now, neglecting this Vs square, you can get a 3 is equal to F into V into 2 Vs divided by, so neglecting Vs square you can get V square. So, here one V get cancelled, then 3 is equal to F value, that is frequency of each tuning fork is given. So, 340 into 2 into Vs divided by 340. So, that is V value. So, 340 get cancelled, that implies Vs is equals to 3 by 2, that is 1.5 meter per second, that is the speed of each tuning fork which are producing 3 beats per second with the stationary observer in this case. That is the answer for this problem. Therefore, Vs is equal to 1.5 meter per second. So, remember in the problem they will mention this condition Vs very less than V. So, then you can use this approximation, that is Vs square in the denominator can be negligible, then you can simplify the remaining equation and you can get the value of Vs. That is the answer for this problem. Now, next question, let us discuss few more problems on Doppler effect. The next question is a railway engine moving with a speed 60 meter per second passes in front of a stationary observer. The real frequency 400 Hz. So, find out I think this problem is already discussed. So, next problem, a source travelling towards a stationary observer, the frequency of sound heard by observer is 25% more than that of the actual frequency. If V is the speed of sound in air, then speed of source is. Okay, that means this question, a source is travelling towards a stationary observer. So, observer is at rest and source is travelling towards him. Let the speed of the source is Vs, and the given condition is he heard a frequency, that means apparent frequency heard by him, let F apparent is equal to it is 25% more than the real frequency. If F is the real frequency of the source, then the apparent frequency heard by him is F plus 25% more than the real frequency, that means 25 divided by 100 into F. So, this is the apparent frequency received by the observer. So, in this case can cancel it. So, 25 4s you can cancel. So, F plus F by 4, that is 4F divided by 4F plus F, that is 5F divided by 4 is the apparent frequency in this problem. So, from this the question is find out the speed of the source. So, Vs value you have to find, that is speed of the source we have to calculate using the given data. Now, let us calculate it. So, in this case, so source is moving towards the stationary observer. So, I can use the formula F is equals to F apparent is equal to the F value, that is actual source frequency, into V divided by V minus Vs. Now, using the values in the problem, that is apparent frequency 5F divided by 4, that equal to F into V divided by V minus Vs. So, F get cancelled, then cross multiplying you will get 5 into V, 5V minus 5Vs, that is equals to 4 into V. So, simplifying this for Vs you will get 5V minus 4V, which is V, that is equals to 5Vs. Therefore, speed of source, that is Vs, is equal to speed of sound in air divided by 5. That is the answer for this problem. So, if they give the speed of sound in air, you can substitute the value and you can simplify it further. Otherwise, you can take V by 5. So, the next question is to an observer, the pitch of stationary source appears to be reduced by 20%. Remember, to an observer, the pitch of a stationary source appears to be reduced by 20% if V is equal to 340 meter per second. The speed and the direction of the observer is. So, options are given like this. So, option A 86 meter per second towards observer towards source, and option B 68 meter per second towards source, and C is 86 meter per second away from the source, and option D is 68 meter per second away from the source. So, these are the given options. So, here you have to find two things: the direction of motion of the observer, so whether he is moving towards the stationary source or away from the stationary source, and the value of speed of the observer we have to find from the given data. So, the given data is the apparent frequency received by the observer is reduced by 20%. So, if f is the actual frequency of the source, so then f apparent, that is apparent frequency received by the observer, is reduced by 20%. So, remember, reduced by 20% in this case. So, f minus 20% means 20 by 100 times f. So, this is the apparent frequency value received by the observer. So, then simplifying this, you will get so f minus f divided by 5, that is 5f minus f 4f. So, 4f divided by 5 is the apparent frequency value that is received by the observer. So, clearly apparent frequency is decreasing, that means the observer is moving away from the source. If this is the source which is producing a frequency f, the source producing a frequency f, and the observer, he must be moving away, so that he is listening a frequency which is less than the actual frequency of the source. So, that means he is moving away from the source at rest. So, we can ignore the first two options. So, these two options we can ignore. So, the answer may be either C or D. Now, let us calculate the value and you can find the correct answer. Now, so the apparent frequency when observer is moving away from the stationary source is given by f apparent is equal to V into V minus V naught divided by V. So, this is the apparent frequency formula. Now, f apparent. So, apparent frequency given in the problem is 4f by 5, where f is real frequency. 4f by 5 is equal to here f into. So, f into V minus V naught divided by V. Now, cancel f and simplify it for V naught, you will get the correct answer. That is cross multiplying, you will get 4V, 4 into V, 4V. Now, this side cross multiplying 5V minus 5V naught, 5V minus 5V naught, then 5V minus 4V, V, that is equals to 5V naught. Therefore, V naught is equals to V divided by 5, where V value is given 340 meter per second. 345 will get 68, that is the answer. So, 68 meter per second moving away from the source is the right answer, that is option D. That is the answer for this problem. Let us discuss one more problem. First, the question is, a open pipe, this is related to open and closed organ pipe. A open pipe resonates to a frequency f1 and a closed pipe resonates to a frequency f2. If they are joined together to form a longer tube, then the combined pipe, that is the resultant pipe, resonates with a frequency of. So, there are options given. So, the options I will write here. So, the first option is 2f1 f2 divided by 2f2 plus f1, and option B is f1 f2 divided by f1 plus f2. Option C 2f1 f2 by 2f1 f2 divided by 2f1 f2 divided by f1 plus f2, and option D is f1 into f2 divided by f1 plus 2f2. So, these are the options. We have to find the frequency at which the combined pipe resonates with. So, let us do this. So, a open pipe resonates with a frequency of f1. So, let us take they are resonating in their fundamental mode. So, f1, it is open pipe is resonating with a frequency f1. So, f1 must be equal to the fundamental frequency of the open pipe. So, let the open pipe length is L1. Remember, resonance means the frequency must be equal. So, F1 resonating with the open pipe of length L1 means the frequency F1 must be equal to frequency of vibration of air column inside the open pipe. So, I can take F1 is equals to the fundamental frequency of open pipe V by 2L1. So, this is the first condition. So, from this I can find L1 value. So, L1 is equals to V by 2F1, and other condition given is a open pipe is resonating with a frequency F2, closed pipe is resonating with a frequency F2 and its length is L2. So, that means F2 is equal to fundamental frequency of closed organ pipe is V by 4L2. Now, from this find the value of L2. L2 is equals to V by 4F2. So, this are the value. So, let us give this as the equation 1 and equation 2. Now, the condition is if the two pipes are joining. So, remember, one pipe is open pipe of length L1, the other one is a closed pipe of length L2, and they are of same area of cross section. Now, if they join together, we will get a pipe which is a closed pipe of length L1 plus L2, remember. So, this is a resultant pipe of length L1 plus L2, and remember, this other end is closed, one end is open. So, it is a closed organ pipe now, and its length is L1 plus L2. Now, let F is the frequency with which this pipe is resonates. So, F is the frequency with which the air column in this resultant pipe is resonating with. Then F must be equal to the fundamental frequency of this closed organ pipe. So, that means F must be equal to V divided by, so closed organ pipe fundamental frequency is V by 4 times length of the pipe, that is V by 4 into length of the pipe, in this case is L1 plus L2. So, this is equation 3. Now, substituting L1, L2 values from 1 and 2 equations in this equation 3, you can get the required frequency value. So, now let us simplify it for getting that frequency. Now, F is equals to V divided by 4 into L1 plus L2. So, where L1 value V by 2F1 plus L2 value V by 4F2. Now, taking this V common, and you can cancel it. So, 1 divided by, so 4 into 1 by 2F1 plus 1 by 4F2. Now, taking LCM and simplifying this, you will get 1 by 4 into, so you can take 2 common in the denominator, so 4 by 2, and then this will be 1 by f1 plus 1 by 2f2. So here 2 ones, 2 2's will cancel. Now again taking LCM, 1 by 2 of LCM is 2f1 f2, so here 2f2 plus f1, and then this 2f1 f2 will go to numerator, so it will be 2f1 f2 divided by 2 into 2f2 plus f1, so it is 2 cancel. Therefore the required frequency is f is equal to f1 into f2 divided by 2f2 plus f1. This is the answer to this problem. So like this. Now let us discuss some more questions on the beats and the Doppler effect. The next problem is, a source is falling under gravity at some time t is equal to 0. The detector lies vertically below the source at a depth h. So as shown in the figure. So V is speed of sound, then f naught is the real frequency of the source, then apparent frequency after 2 seconds detected by the detector is. So you have to find the apparent frequency detected by the detector after 2 seconds. So here this is the given figure. So here this is the source and it is vertically falling downward, and here the detector is below the source exactly at a depth h. So here this detector is detecting the frequency produced by the source, and now the question is, find out the apparent frequency detected by the detector after 2 seconds. So here it is under free fall motion. So initial velocity of the source is 0 at time t equal to 0. Now after 2 seconds, so let us find out the speed. So first let me write the given value. So here V, the speed of sound in air, speed of sound in air, and f naught, real frequency of source, real frequency of the source, and time t is equal to 2 seconds. So the first thing we have to do is, we have to find the speed of the source after 2 seconds. As it is under free fall, that is freely falling motion under gravity. So after 2 seconds, the speed of the source, let us say it is Vs. So Vs value you have to find. Now use, it is under accelerated motion due to gravity of earth. So first find out its speed using V is equals to u plus at, where a nothing but acceleration due to gravity, and time value t equal to 2 seconds given in the problem, and initial velocity of the source is 0. Now Vs, speed of the source after 2 seconds, is given by V is equal to g into time value 2, so it will be 2g. So this is speed of the source. Now as the source is moving towards a stationary observer, so remember the detector is nothing but observer in this case. So observer is at rest, source is moving towards the observer. So the apparent frequency in this case, f apparent is equal to f into, so V divided by, as source is moving towards the observer, it is V minus Vs. So now substituting the values, you will get the expression for apparent frequency received by the detector, that is f naught into V divided by V minus Vs value is 2g. This is the expression for apparent frequency received by the detector. Now one more problem. Next question is, it is related to beats. Now let me read out the question. The fundamental frequency of a sonometer wire of length L is f naught. A bridge is now introduced at a distance of delta L from the center of the wire. So here delta L is given very less than L. Find the number of beats heard if both sides of the bridge are set into vibrations in their fundamental mode. So, let me write the given data and the corresponding diagram. The question is, the fundamental frequency of a sonometer is f naught. So, we know fundamental frequency of sonometer wire f naught is equals to 1 by 2L into root of T by mu, where T is the tension in the string and mu is the linear density. So, this total term nothing but the speed of transverse wave on the string. So, simply I can write it as V divided by 2L. So, give it as equation 1. Now, if a bridge now introduced at a distance of delta L from the center of the wire. So, this is the wire, total wire of the sonometer, and this is the midpoint. From the midpoint, a bridge is introduced at a distance delta L. So, this is the distance between the midpoint and the point where the bridge is introduced. So, now if the both sides of the wire, that is the left side of the wire and the right side of the wire, are set into vibrations in their fundamental mode, then find the number of beats produced in this case. That means, if this is the total length, so this length will be from here to here, it will be L by 2, half length from here to midpoint length is L by 2 plus delta L is left side portion length, and the right side portion length will be L by 2 minus delta L. So, this is right side portion length of the wire. Now, the question is, if these portions L by 2 plus delta L, L by 2 minus delta L are set into vibrations, then find the beat frequency. Remember, they are setting into vibrations in their fundamental mode. So, we have to find the beat frequency. Now, let us calculate that beat frequency. So, first if they are set into vibrations in their fundamental mode, that is first frequency, that is the frequency of vibration of the wire which is to the left of a bridge is F1 is equals to V by 2 times length of the wire, that is 2 times length of the wire is L by 2 plus delta L, and the right side wire to the right of the bridge, the wire if it is set into fundamental vibrations, then the frequency is V divided by 2 times L by 2 minus delta L. These are the frequencies. So, and the given condition, so L is very greater than delta L, that is the given condition. Now, let us find out the beat frequency. So, beat frequency nothing but the difference between the two frequencies. So, FB is equals to F2 minus F1, because denominator is less, L by 2 minus delta L. So, this value will be more than this. So, I will take F2 minus F1 and substituting the values. So, I can take V by 2 common directly, V by 2 into 1 by L by 2 plus delta L, and that side L by 2 minus delta L minus 1 by L by 2 plus delta L. So, this is the equation. Now, let us simplify it for getting that number of beats. Now, taking LCM, that FB beat frequency is, so taking LCM here, you will get a, so this side V by 2 into, so L by 2 plus delta L minus L by 2 plus delta L divided by, so this will be, so A minus B into A plus B, you can write A square minus B square form. So, it will be L square by 4 minus delta L whole square. This is the equation. Now, we know that L is very greater than delta L. So, this term can be negligible. Now, simplifying this, so minus L by 2 plus L by 2 get cancelled. So, delta L plus delta L, 2 delta L. So, it is 2 times delta L divided by L square divided by 4. Now, 4 will go to numerator, that is V by 2 into 4 into 2 into delta L divided by L square. So, here 2 get cancelled, 4 into so let me simplify it. So, here V by 2 into 2 delta L divided by L square by 4, L square by 4, that will be 2 into, so 2 will cancel, it will be 4 V delta L by L square is the beat frequency.